once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober, her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed. Everyone tryna be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers the crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine, fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs, but when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes, Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45. Everyone tryna be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her. Walking through the projects, the darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers. Cocked the gat to a head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows, in every street cipher listening to Little Thug's flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
This is Rock of Gibraltar rap, the Springfield M14, show you where the coffin's at. You motherfuckers don't belong in rap. Fuck with me, you got a better chance taking an abortion back. Y'all lack flavor, put some sauce on that. I went to the Great Wall, put my fist through and walked through that. Where this motherfucker's fortune at? I'ma levitate his body, make it spin like a laundromat. Motherfucker, I was born to rap. I've been making records wild long, never did a song this whack. How many have accomplished that? I was wild as a young boy, shouldn't have put moms through that. Vinnie passed, been to Norm and back. I ain't never put the guns down, cousin, so my palms is black. You a bitch, I ain't involved with that. I got a big trunk and that's where Vinnie keep all of his corpses at.
This road of life,
silverback gorilla walk through the minefield. We don't see eye to eye on how you define real. Y'all are wondering if I'm out of my mind still. I just need some liquor and pills and I'm chill. I run with Porter Rocks, Morenos and Vagabonds, and Paz will shoot this motherfucker up like Barry Bonds. I'm like a military doctor, Vinnie carry arms. My shit is military proper, Vinnie carry bombs. I kick in the door like B.I. did, and the automatic weapons look like T.I. crib. Vinnie fat, you never see my ribs. I don't call it loading bullets, I refer to it as feed my kids. All I think about is slaughtering y'all. This little motherfucker named Charles Hamilton is harder than y'all. It's in the garbage with y'all. Listen to all of you MySpace rappers, I'm a father to y'all.
this road of life,
I write in the rain, turn beautiful night into pain. I turn life into a frightening game. I don't have love in me, it's just ice in my veins. My fist hammer of Thor, I Tyson the game. This rap shit deep in my heart. Y'all was asleep from the start, but that just led to unbelievable art. And on top of that, the God is unbelievably smart. My bare fist turned trees into bark. Y'all don't want any improvement at all. Y'all are devils, y'all are torturing the rule of the law. My mind is a computer of war, and it's typically the biggest motherfucker that'll usually fall. Give me one take, cousin, the guard out. A 40 a idiot, Billy D and I ride out. The 40 Glock popping your eyes out. Now you never get a chance to see what the God bout.
this road of life,
I'm not you, rapper. I'm a G. Yeah. Louis fucking Dogs. The genocide general. Heavy metal king. Yo, Bill, what up, daddy? The God just Allah. Sinatra, where you at? Jimmy the Greek.
cause it reminds me of the night you took the pills. Now you take a risk, I might take your life. And it's like now I feel so selfish for the drug abuse and all the death wishes. Didn't even get to spend the day with you on Christmas. But hey, that's life, and people get separated, not intentionally, but my family's torn apart and I hate it. Life is so sacred, love you like the sky loves the stars, you can make it. Take this world, you can hold it in your palms, cap it with you every day, so I'ma sing it in a song. I love you and I wish that I could take your pain away. I think about you every night, I think about you every day, and I don't call cause it hurts, and that's how I deal with problems. Act like they don't exist, and the universe will solve them, and that's why I understand exactly what you're going through. I know you cut hella deep, but to sleep with the truths that are hard to accept only make it that stronger. Living in denial ain't an option any longer. Life is so amazing, hoping one day you can see it. Yo, I used to have your same mind state, and now I'm heated that the world is so cold that it turns our hearts to ice. And I know I'm not the best at giving out advice, but I gotta let you know how I'm feeling cause I care. And if you left before me, the pain I couldn't bear, cause you, one of the people I love most on this planet, and you, one of the people that have been taken for granted. It's sad and I'm sorry, this was a wake-up call, not only for yourself but for the rest of us all. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared, you got me worried. Life passes so fast while we living in a hurry, for vision that's blurry and temporary numbness. It's no wonder we can't grasp reality. It's fun when the problems go away and the depression's deterred, but then you coming down feeling what's the word? Wordless, like you're on the earth with no purpose, like you really don't deserve this. Hold up, let me reword this. Yo, when I'm sober and it's over and I'm older, god damn it, I feel like dying, but under no stress, with the cold breath and the cold sweats. Sometimes I still feel like dying. You gotta live life to find your purpose. You gotta work hard, and when it comes you gon' be like, I deserve this. So keep your head high, this too shall pass. And in the morning when you get up in the school and class, learn everything you can and utilize the knowledge. So fucking proud of you that you go into college. You deserve the best, so work and you'll receive it. Anything imaginable is possible, believe it. So keep your head up cause nobody's gonna do it for you. Your family, we love you, accept you, adore you. Always in my thoughts, in my heart, on my mind. Promise everything's gonna get better, you just gotta give it time.
It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. What is that spell? It's spell non-fiction, my friend. The future is now. Nuclear shower, y'all. Power war. I devour all. Buildings collapse. Towers fall. Killers with gats. Millions of carnivores. Start the war. Shoot rocket launchers. Riding on dinosaurs. Flying saucers. Meet the Bible's author. Reveal alien tribal culture. Who designed our DNA structure? Genetic functions will be made in the laboratory. The God's construction. The bust of combustion. Big bang. Gang bangers that spit slang. Be the truth. Not the King James version they teach in school. Jesus knew he was dunked down too. Or bumped down through the loose cannon. In my future we use magnums, bombs and explosions. I spit like Muhammad and Moses. Ganja smoking, thoughts in constant motion. My mind is ferocious. I spit for gangsters and maniacs with the fine prognosis. It's ill bill, my reality's my psychosis. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. What does that spell? It spells non-fiction, my friend. A brave new world, a slave from all gods to men. Bars of phlegm, so therapeutic is part of the end. The way I spit pain is hard to pretend, hardly depends. Sticking up delis for quick chips and starving again. Our marketing plans guarantee I'll be parking the Benz. My words are like carcinogens, we be starting the trends. I sharpen the edge with 16 bars to defend. The arm, leg, arm, head, God is Hashem. Non-fiction extraterrestrials, Martians with Tims. Martyrs are dead, we at war with the narcs and the feds. Uncle Howie sparking the stem with the positive grin. Napalm shots, Israeli camo ammo with the car bomb. I don't exist, close the garage and leave the car on. Amen, suicide watch and stay pen. Street trilogy, one love, I see you again. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N.
that spell. It spells non-fiction, my friend. These predicaments got me thinking, spitting again. Living 1,000 lives, got 1,000 deaths. Spit on house arrest, lost control, tortured, so depressed. Watch how foul it gets. Suicidal thoughts, wrist slit, it's overdose. Wick split, mix the coke, fix the rub, I'm comatose. Eyes bulging, mind swollen, my spirit left the physical. Burn the skin, return again, redeem the breath of miracles. You're born suspects, we love porn, sex, the drug X. Make the thugs get wild and bust sets like a gangster. Our music stimulates your brain, make you wanna bang some. Start to create change, I'm on to breed. Read this before the gods and the thieves. If we want peace, then why is it so hard to achieve? I believe in us when your faggots sleep on the guards. Uncle Howie, non-fiction, bitch, we beating the odds.
It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N.
I'm obnoxious, motherfucker, can't you tell? Run through Little Havana yelling Viva Fidel, jerking off with the sheets when I stay at hotels, drinking Bacardi at AA meetings, smoking the L. I'm broke as hell, my attitude is no good, like working for white people after watching Rosewood. So I'm a mercenary, I don't care how I get richer, like American companies that did business with Hitler. Get the picture, nigga? I'm the best of both worlds without the hidden camera and the 12-year-old girl. Let's face it, you're basic, you aren't half the man that I am. I'll throw your gang sign up and then I'll spit on my hand. Give me 100 grand, give me your watch, give me your chain. That's your girl? Bitch, get over here, give me some brain. I'll bust off on her face, and right after this segment she'll probably rub it in her pussy, try to get herself pregnant. I said it, I meant it, that's the way I deal with enemies like pro-lifers that support the death penalty. And don't talk about war when niggas know that you puss. A fucking hypocrite, draft dodger like George Bush. Don't push me, nigga, cause I'm close to the edge, and I'll jump off with a rope that's wrapped around your head. Send a dead fetus to my ex on Valentine's Day. The safety's off, nigga, so get the fuck out my way. Obnoxious, nigga, murderous lyrics, I know that you hear it. Now that I'm getting closer and closer, I know that you feel it. You eating off rap, and I hope you choke on your gimmick. Niggas said hip-hop was dead, but I'm invoking the spirit. We taking it back in the day to the golden age when whack motherfuckers used to get thrown off stage. Immortal Technique, I made this to bump in your ride, or burn it off the internet and bump it outside. Nigga, we keeping it live, we keeping it live, we keeping it live, we keeping it live. Burn it off the fucking internet and bump it outside. Look, motherfucker, my words damage and slaughter. A raging alcoholic like the president's daughter's disgusting flow like third world country tap water. But before I hit the border, someone give me a quarter, cause I'm a prank call, cop shot just for kicks. Payback for every time that they called me a spick. And Puerto Rican chicks tell me that I'll fuck like I'm loco, and Dominican women call me the rompetoto. They call me ocioso, I'd rather get fired than quit. I get unemployment, you work, and we making the same shit. How dare you niggas criticize the way that I spit? You coffee shop revolutionary son of a bitch. But you know what the fuck I think is just pathetic and gay? When niggas speculate what the fuck Pac would say. You don't know shit about a dead man's perspective, and talking shit'll get your neck bone disconnected, disrespected. Niggas don't show no love. Why you tryna be hardcore, you fucking homo thug? And don't be sensitive and angry at the shit that I wrote, cause if you can take a fucking dick, you can take a joke. I'll choke your friends in front of you to prove that you fallen off, and you won't do shit about it, like the church during the Holocaust. Kalashnikov, machine gun flow that I fire. Obnoxious until they shoot me on the day I retire. Obnoxious, nigga, murderous lyrics, I know that you hear it. Now that I'm getting closer and closer, I know that you feel it. You eating off rap, and I hope you choke on your gimmick. Niggas said hip-hop was dead, but I'm invoking the spirit. We taking it back in the day to the golden age when whack motherfuckers used to get thrown off stage. Immortal Technique, I made this to bump in your ride, or burn it off the internet and bump it it outside, nigga, we keeping it live. We keeping it live. We keeping it live. We keeping it live. Burn it off the fucking internet and bump it outside. Damn, homie, in high school I beat the shit out of you and your man, homie. Your girl wanna blow me and don't even know me. She lonely and she think you a phony. I'll take a piss on a development deal from Sony, a Def Jam, cause you like all of the rest, man. This ain't a verse, this shit talk at the end of the song. And you can suck a dick if you think I ended it wrong. Fuck you and I'm gone. Peace to the stronghold, EO Dub, word of mouth. Forbidden chapters, Ayak niggas, wax pole, killing you slow. The plague, I'll murder a show, you don't even know, yeah. Foul play, nigga. Harlem.
Organized threat. Yo, time frame shit. Yep, slip and get your mind frame flipped. Get 2 sticks in your eyes for thinking eyes ain't shit. When eyes beats that nigga MC/Broadway pimp. I got a thing for effing women that say guys ain't shit. Behind the mic, I look like Mac with that eye thing trick. They roll to the back every track, it's like a high grade trip. Man, one of these days my brain will explode while trying to write this shit. And whoever's around will see some remains and they just might make sense. I'm what you kids would call lyrical slashing, looking to catch it. If you ask to type the lash, whip your ass and look at you laughing. Now you shit, I know. I'd be the last to give you a pass, but be the first to did screw and then yell at you, get the class. Y'all will learn today, black ass advocates getting turned away. When I tell you apply yourself, I surely meant a certain way. Cause I ain't taking losses, I suggest you get up off me. Plus, I ain't got no money, so what the fuck can it cost me? I'm Raunchy. Motherfucker, I'm Raunchy.
Look, so you must be dumb as fuck if you messin' with my clique. I'm known for getting super lyrical every time I spit. Approaching the game different by adding a little twist. This is something simple-minded niggas never seem to get, right? My bad if you didn't get the message. We taking over, OGT's continuously spreading. Positive minds prevail, so all I see is progression. But that doesn't stop me from eating my opponents for breakfast. Ain't nothing like filling up my appetite. Talking to those who have the audacity to grab my mic. So in order to kill a rapper, I gotta stab him twice to make sure that he's dead in this world and afterlife. I'm simply a product of an era. Nowadays, bitch niggas get murked for the pleasure. That's why I'm aiming for a different measure. I'm a kind-hearted nigga, but I'm never hesitant in causing terror. I hope you learn your lesson. It's that organized threat, nigga. So pay your homage and respect, nigga. Gone.
Let's go. Yeah, the realist. So I'm done fucking around upon these pages. About to bring this shit to life. I'm going for broke in front of your eyes. I'm cageless. The beast about to be about it. The best you had to see about it. Organized threat. I know you read about it. Speaking on some shit you ain't never been a part of, kid. I'm speaking on my life and memories I never parted with. Better be smarter with all them lies up in your mind. How do you progress if you stay stupid? If you don't know this shit is a movement. Everything is meant to be questioned and I'll prove it. Got love for all the lovers and debaters, the artistic innovators. But you, I don't even have to talk shit. You embarrass yourself enough for me to back off quick. I've seen some whack shit and didn't think you could top them. But I'ma take you, eat you up and shit you out, no problem. I belong here, you don't. Been holding my tongue for too long. I'm about to let them know. Yeah, OGT about to let them know.
Check, I'm feeling lost within my rhythms. Bending flows like acid trips and vision. Ancient squaring up with all this ancient wisdom in them. This ain't no new raps, I'm unraveling my stigma. Overpowering the system with systems of independent thinkers. Open up my chakra so I'm no longer a sinner. I've made my own religion so I'm holy in my scriptures. And ain't shit gon' change, so I'm living limitless like the spliff and get higher like employees get. In fact, I'm orbiting the auras of the dead. Call it horror story or a history lesson. Never see my traits until my soul fully ascends. You might be rich in money, but you still ain't making sense. I'll die a rich man with the spirit I defend. Best of bed, I'm a threat to the death. But we never died, so that's infinite, 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 infinite.
Raunchy, but things I do is real and never And yo, I'm mobbing down the block with my hands on my cock. Cause real niggas walk with a limp, you pussies ain't shit. If motherfuckers like the royalty, we duck 'em. My niggas screaming, fuck 'em. The threat is on the rise above the buck. So give me the microphone. I'll battle the cyclone, put a whip into that asshole and blame it on my skin tone. That dirty rotten rhymer playing church bells behind you. Stick 'em up, then we pick 'em up, we bout that. Yo, fuck you and your kitty cat. Get chin check with the almanac, you been whack, your shit lacks thoughts of originality. Stomp 'em out, yo, fuck that. Them kiddies want publicity, but I ain't satisfied until the universe respects me. So fall back, that educated Wu-Tang slang. As I glide above the atmosphere, intelligent gang. We lit a spark above the underground, but the rest of y'all just played around and overthrew you lames. You thought you had that shit on lockdown.
Things I do is real and never haunts me. I'm raunchy, but things I do is real and never haunts me.
He was a southpaw, but had a killer right swing. An outlaw inside of the ring. Every now and then he'd be put against the ropes, but then he'd bounce back, catch a second wind, and then throw blows till noses cracked. He smashed mouths, he saw red and blacked out, received a couple pats on the back for the smackdowns. Negative reinforcement, never did he endorse it. Had the business sense to wait for press conferences to talk shit. He wasn't a dullard, though he'd never say much. Properly mothered, but his father taught him how to take a punch. It was bare knuckle touch of tough love. When he got drunk enough, he took his kid down to the gym and fit him up with gloves tied together with a shoelace. Took him apart, put him on, looked in the mirror and practiced a screw face. Said, "This is for you, Pops, for all the things we never got to do. The hottest part of a flame is blue." Thinking that they're born to fist fight, cause they've been promising apocalypse by prophets without insight. You could have fooled us, in fact we're dumbstruck. The school bus is looking like a dump truck. Stuff the class like a landfill until it overflows. Babysitters can't get the students off their mobile phones. A junkyard dog is eating trash in the cafeteria, feeling mad at America. The school counselor likes to recycle psychobabble. The assistant to the teacher is just an old TV. Now they've all got the urge to battle, cause they see a sign that says like to travel, ROTC. I don't think he can handle, he goes from flannel to camo. Cole putting all the ammo in his gun. He watched channel 1, switched to channel 2, unplugged completely. The hottest part of a flame is blue. The sea, sky, and land now. Came across soldiers who did nothing but yell, "Stand down!" in their spare time, inside a shower stall. If not that, they're at the corner store playing Powerball. And when the towers fall, they get protective of this land and won't stand for anything to get resurrected. They're waiting for the second coming, the great pumpkin. Deep down, they know all they really want to do is break something. That's what they're trained to do. And then they say to you, just cause you see the devil in my eyes, don't make it true. And I say, true enough. All that fire in your eyes shows pain, but the flame ain't blue enough.
I'm a bull in a China shop, watch how the Uzi spit. Who we with, brothers with hammers and they like too legit. I ain't got any time for your foolishness. Raw raps from the same place where the Koofy sits. He the motherfucker always sipping goose and shit. Stomp a rapper out, Timberland boots and shit. The left hand is what I give you the contusions with. The right hand is where I write all of the ruthless shit. Survival of the fit on my little boozy shit. My hands are made of stone, cut from that Medusa shit. Big gold chains, we was on that dookie shit. Still run with the kids I stole the Gucci with. I punch you dead in the face, so fuck the music shit. The guns commando, Hollywood movie shit. Y'all aware, y'all on that Lollapalooza shit. Let the beard grow, alhamdulillah, Sufi shit. Y'all are scared when I step inside the booth for shit. Cause motherfucker sell, roll on some sushi shit. Y'all are cowards, y'all only talk on computer shit. This a Haitian ritual, I'm on my voodoo shit. Yeah.
Find out who's the realest. Vinnie. Rockin' not quick.
What I'ma hit you with, your motherfucker better duck. That's before the sign of tiger blood, y'all are fake. I let the 4/5 block a robber's cake. Dead Sea, overlook the view from inside a grave. The dictionary definition to dominate. Y'all weed Germantown brown, Lord, lots of shake. Fat bull, but my pockets never out of shape. You a bitch, security guards lock the gate. The Louis Vuitton bootleg, Prada fake. I'm trying to make the same money that Madonna make. Eyes never lie, I'm surprised that you not with Jake. Rhymes in one take, record an album in an hour straight. You a pile of waste, I see a sucker and salivate. Cutting motherfuckers off, time to consolidate. 1,000 pounds of weight to force your heart to palpitate. It's Armageddon for you motherfuckers, lock the date. Any bitch I meet means that I'm a copulate. My revolution will be met with Peter Tosh's fate. That's the reason that the God is trying to populate. A connoisseur, I can tell you how the vodka tastes. The 4/5 lift you, send you into outer space. Box cut up Hazzy. Me, Joe Pring. DJ Premier. Headquarters. Philly to New York. All day, baby. It's hard body shit.
The main focus for my music, whether it be the production or the lyrics, is my travels, you know. The outside environment really plays a huge part in what I make. I write all my rhymes outside, you know. Every city I go to, I set up my studio in the hotel. I make the beats during the day. I start coming up with ideas, and I just hit the streets and start walking, and whatever I see really kind of inspires me. It may not be literally, but it always finds its way into my music. The streets, the city is my main inspiration.
Never asked to be born, and that's no question. The sun still shining off the same old lessons. Then why does life feel like an educated guess? And my thoughts like meals, I'm a sucker for the seconds. Impressions got a lot of us stressing, but how we all perceive is more about a reflection. And the reception's warm that I receive, which leads me to believe these hoes like what I heat. Tall women in heels, tall money and deals, man. Off the no bull, I like all money for real. More time abroad and less time at home. Less time for broads and more time in zones, yeah. I'm in it, we're flying out of another one. This a new beginning, I'm climbing out of the other one. Could a dream feel realer than it ever been? And I was aiming high like a nigga being president. The possibilities of that is seeming pretty evident. Being self-employed is now seeming like a definite. Staying that way is what I'm effing with. And like-minded people be the only ones I'm messing with. Hey yo, this so real. Now no one was saying, but I'ma go this still. Living in the moment, got a hopeless feel. But the feeling in itself got its own appeal. I know I'm attracted to the lights in the distance. The closer that I get and the brighter my wish gets. Excited by the risk and the chances I'm taking. Not sure what I'm putting my faith in, but I'ma be alright. I'm trying to get mine in this lifetime. The afterlife is much further in the pipeline. I'm inclined to believe that, but the truth is that for death any moment is the right time. So I live every day like it's my last, but I plan for tomorrow as if I will never pass. A furrow on the subway, you never dream the jets, but fell asleep on the runways. I just knew that one day, that anything I needed I commode. Get everything you wanted, ain't always good for your soul. A mix of self-work, some help, little control, and I don't know the rest. Good as mine as your guess, the recipe ain't the best. To make it through is a quest, and if you choose to accept, the meaning of life is yes. Cause only God knows. Those of us in the flesh get the privilege to test, and some are failed, some are passed. We all get the same grade though when we run the path. How you grade yourself is the mark that matters most. To separate the heart of the strong and the better folks. Have a dose. Hey yo, this so real. Now no one was saying, but I'ma go this still. real. Living in the moment got a hopeless feel, but the feeling in itself got its own appeal. I know I'm attracted to the lights in the distance. The closer that I get and the brighter my wish gets. Excited by the risk and the chances I'm taking. Not sure what I'm putting my faith in, but I'ma be alright. A young shit so real, kill shit to live, nigga schizo feel. I got a hunger for knowledge and I miss no meals, and staying high off life and I miss no pills. I'm addicted to the thrill of walking along the edge, and I know what lies ahead, but always knowing the deal. I'm good with my decisions, the setbacks and gains is all a part of the game. I'm ready to spin the wheel, whatever is in store, I'm ready for sure. With the attitude of wealth and the gratitude of the poor. The balance is the challenge, and I sit so still between callous and analysis, but there's no frill. I'm off the chain, been that way since slaves and flayed. From 93 till infinity, I'm stated in ways that's etched in stone. The age where we market ourselves, I'm still all about the music. I don't monitor plays, I don't monitor hits, and I don't monitor clicks. I monitor the snare drum in the bottom of kicks. Is anybody left to still fuck with this true shit? Well, let me hear you scream over top of this cruise shit. Hey yo, this so real. Now no one was ahead, but I'ma go this still. Living in the moment got a hopeless feel, but the feeling in itself got its own appeal. I know I'm attracted to the lights in the distance. The closer that I get and the brighter my wish gets. Excited by the risk and the chances I'm taking. Not sure what I'm putting my faith in, but I'ma be alright.
Show what time it is. Boom.
Yeah, this shit is drugs. This shit is drugs. Razor, sharp. Hey, moving at the speed of a solution. Bleeding in the streets as we breathe in the pollution. They're saying that we need a revolution, but their passion is reduced to all caps in the computer. Hey, every 16 I make a 16. Blood splattered all on your shirt like a miss scheme. Y'all niggas tripping like mescaline, mixed greens. My flow cleaner than the Sistine, pristine. He going green like Al Gore with him. I make algorithms that got Malcolm in them. God's favorite, I'm sick as the doctor's patients. We live in a cold world, my job is to rock nations. My occupation, elation, the celebration, the rebels. Raise the levels of the decibels to flagrant. It's so amazing how we be blazing. Sun of flowers is the loudest. They crowd around us, but cower in the shadows of the towers. Boy, check the tour where they make the war. Where the beat so savage that his knuckles going straight to floor. Making call, all the rocket ships taking off. John, music playing with the face.
Yo, I blasted the nation, causing evacuation. My manifestation got impatient from how I keep it amazing. See, I'm the reason niggas need some training while I'm inflicting the pain and making it suitable for any occasion. I'm very engaging soon as I'm awake and quickly back you up and bag your bitch. You reminding me it's annihilating. Rely on the hating while I'm smiling and waiting. That's when I embrace him. If you try to front, you be highly mistaken. The mighty is making up a classic, alrighty. Now face it, my psyche is ancient and I'm Irish, so try me, I'm patient. Sorry, I'm lying, face it, I'm back for the taking. I'm urgently giving niggas the courtesy of smashing they facing. Damn, can you cut his mic off? See how we got them bugging cause they can't believe what we have in the making. Shit so historic, how we going for it while I bang the nation and we do niggas greasier than a slab of bacon. Bitch, you still cooking that pork in this house?
Yeah. Damn,
stop cooking that pork in this damn house.
Bacon. Okay.
The hell going on here?
Stop.
Yeah, take a tour where they make the war. Where the beat so savage that his knuckles going straight to floor. Yeah, making call, all the rocket ships taking off. John Woo gun music playing when we facing off. These rap niggas is bitches, nothing but seconds to me. Sacrifice myself for the music and let him suffer through me. Your weak product is nothing to me. I only feel effects when I fuck with Louis. Yep, I get buck in the studio like I'm evil. Deep pulling strings like the Muppet movie. Shining my light like most, coolin' his mother Umi. Who the hottest regardless of who flaming? You ain't talking about the best until you mention my name. Kweli, who you kidding? The truest spitting. I break you like a mirror, so it's clearer that we don't believe in superstition. These new additions need supervision, thinking that they can spit it in the booth like me. What are you stupid? Listen, I'm beneficial, it's beneficial. I'm too consistent. I make it plain cause I'm too efficient for euphemism. Staying in the cut like a new incision. I put you on your ass like true religious, so give it up for the true and living. Take a tour where they make the war. Where the beat so savage that his knuckles going straight to floor. I make it cool, all the rocket ships taking off. John Woo gun music playing when we facing off. Wrote this sooner than I expected.
Partially cause I love dropping heat when you least expect it. Partially cause I'm feeling the pain of being rejected. And partially cause I know this is what y'all would've requested. Look, I'm sick and tired of the question what's up with music. Deep down wanna say that this shit is just fucking stupid, but I don't curse on my track, so for now let's just say it sucks. And please, pardon my French while I vent. It's the frustration talking. Last time that it happens, I'm not the type to lose patience often. Can't afford the rent, so we paying portions. My days are shortened. A couple weeks back I sat and met with Atlantic, and things were looking up, but the downs are what did the damage. Cause then they stop responding, and that's when I start to panic. At the same time ain't surprised, cause that's life and I understand it. Besides, I really ain't even that good at this. I'm just a mediocre, no hit making kid who loves to dream to escape from the pain in real life. Don't really mean that, but for the moment that's what it feel like. Mr. Good but just not good enough. Mr. You can't penetrate the hip-hop culture cause you ain't hood enough. Mr. Keep a day job. Mr. You gon' go down as one of the ones who try but just never got it. Just stop it. You gon' disappoint the little bitty fans that you got. You gon' disappoint your mother, you never gon' get discovered. You ain't special, you ain't different, you nothing but just another generic rapper that's basically adding to all this clutter. I can say that these are words that came from somebody else. These are words that come up in conversation but with myself, but I get over myself, knowing I'm full of myself. The hungry part of me wrote this, the hungry part of me's focused, even when part of me's hopeless. Hopeless cause part of me knows it hurts, cause it's hard to get noticed, but that's just part of this showbiz. And I got no business letting this setback keep me from trying. Live the kind of life that kills but music keeps me from dying. That's why I write like my life depends on it. And every song makes me cause I only go as far as these records take me. And even on my off days, showing up with sentences heavy enough to lock all you rappers up like a court date. Looked up at the sky and asked God why I'm always stressing, till he taught me how to look at the curses as though they're blessings. That's when I found a chill to embrace the pressure I'm blessed with, cause I realized that it brings out the best in me when I'm tested. With so much time invested, that's why I'm overprotective. Aggressively progressing, I'm obsessed about my progression. I only move one direction, that's up, no time for detours. You wouldn't know until your career's on the brink of C4. You wouldn't know until you get something major to reach for. I'm here to stay, they're here for a season, holiday decor. And rumor has it my path is clashing with science. Statistically should fail, but please pardon my non-compliance. They talk up all your losses, you wanted nothing but silence. But the fact that I ain't dropped this tape yet is an act of kindness. And they tell me to be humble cause I'm early in the game. But what if the rest are good and you know what you got is great? You bring a feast to the table and all the rest bring a plate. I can't fall in line and act like I'm here just by some mistake. Nah, I rap to keep the lights on. Moms can barely manage. Dummies saying it's easy, the ones who don't understand it. Took every disadvantage, then used it to my advantage. Would amount to nothing if you count everything I was handed. This all earned, major commitment, partner, that's it. Don't spam within my circle, I never question my clique. Thought I might need a Rolex, us rappers just can't resist it. I showed you what time it is without decorating my wrist. So my letting the boss fly and only getting started. I think I found my zone somewhere in this crappy apartment, calming and Mr. Chaos. Wrote this on the night they cut cable off, so I ain't as mad that I missed the playoffs. That's pain turned punchline. I'ma run this track till I pull a hammy and rap till I'm racking up at the Grammys and stack till I got more racks than the Playboy Mansion. I advance, but this is far from a game, boy. I ain't here for fame, boy. I don't rap for change like you lames. I rap for change, boy, but y'all ain't worth the effort. Y'all won't never understand me. Couldn't hold back. This is everything I am. 3.
Hustle hard, hustle hard. Get your hustle on. Go ahead, get your hustle on. Y'all go ahead, get your hustle on.
Late night hustling.
I'm caught up in the hustle.
3 a.m. hustling hours. Better get your money, you ain't fucking with ours. We built it from the ground up like the towers. Keep it uncut, we don't fuck with the flour. Late night dope sales, hope the dope sales. Hoes in the hotel, coke on coke sales. Oh well, the feds ride on my coat sales. Throw away the key, throw me in the cold cell. United States ghetto, getting money out the state. First week strong, 100,000 at the gate. Ain't no love in the street. My thugs throw slugs when you sleep, and niggas pull a rug from your feet. Southside nigga from the heart like what up? Dark side, one thirsty first, saw blood up. Homie got sent to the island, all cut up in the bing, no talking. Had up or shut up.
Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Go ahead, get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours. Better get your money, you ain't touching hours.
Hustle hard, get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Go ahead, get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Hustle hard, get your hustle on.
Hustling hours. Better get your money, you ain't touching hours.
All I sell is cocaine, I'm a drug dealer. Nah, for real, I'm a motherfucking drug dealer. Buy my work soft, cook that up. You need a 9 straight drop, I hook that up. The streets keep calling, it's hard for me to quit. Just when I think I'm out, they need a brick. Back to the hood again, all black hood again. When I'm round, the fiends know the coke good again. My hours is from 12 to 12 and 365, 24/7 I'm selling. I get a rush just bagging that cane. Smoking Mary Jane, packing that thing. All I do is hustle, fucking 9 to 5. Start at 9, make 6 by 5. It's an all day process, even on a Sunday. Quran on the dashboard, bring you what you asked for.
Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Go ahead, get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours. Better get your money, you ain't touching hours. Hustle hard.
Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Go ahead, get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Hustle hard. Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours. Better get your money, you ain't touching hours.
Niggas got shooters, got hoes, got hammers for sale. Got coke, got weed, got grams in the scale. Got anything you need, ain't no way in hell. There's something money can't buy, even in jail. In these streets, I'm the landlord. Niggas gotta pay rent. Live on the top floor, but came from the basement. Niggas try to come at me foul, catch a flagrant. Hustle so hard, I don't know where the day went. Move work, turn bricks to bags, get fixed for cash. Even did some licks for laughs. Chicks to smash, selling pussy, pimp that ass. Kids with masks, demanding where you hid the stash.
Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Go ahead, get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours. Better get your money, you ain't touching hours. Hustle hard.
Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Go ahead, get your hustle on.
Hustling hours.
Hustle hard. Get your hustle on.
Hustling hours. Better get your money, you ain't touching hours.
Peace to everybody, alright? And this one's called When I Die. What up, Toriak, HP, Rafka? Yeah. Listen up. You motherfuckers will respect me and stop shitting where you eat. I play nice, unless you wanna take me to the street. I'm a simple dude, and I speak in layman terms, so you dumb motherfuckers can understand my words. My whole demeanor is to pull out the Nina 9 milli, act silly and crack domes like Phillies. I stay in the streets, born in the gutter, I come from nothing, looking for something, motherfucker. I spit hard, it resembles my life. It reminds me of how I left my kids on my ex-wife. While I was roaming the streets, holding the heat, with no sleep, no cheese, knowing I need probably God. So I went and saw my priest. He told me to come back and die the next week. Please, Lord, help me to reap what I sow. Just give me the word, God, cause I'm ready to go. When I die, will you take me way up to the sky? When I die, will you take me down where the devil lies? When I die, will you take me up where the angels fly? When I die, or will you leave me with a halo of flies? When I die, will you take me way up to the sky? When I die, will you take me down where the devil lies? When I die, will you take me up where the angels fly? When I die, or will you leave me with a halo of flies? My whole life has been all fiction, and I live in a house of pain, stuck in a cage, you're not listening. When will I ever achieve the goals set by those that expect to live off of my flows? I got cousins that don't recognize me, so make your bed and live in it. And don't surprise me on some left it's me shit. Oh yeah, but where were you in '89 when I buried my father, you fucking bitch? Family's only there when the going is good. When it's bad, you're on your own to grow up in the hood. The outcast looked at as one bad apple to this beef, and all these motherfuckers get at you. What peep game I came up, my mom's in a dope crib, and tried to forget the fucking way that I lived. I tried to always do it right by my kids, and that's the way that God planned it. I give it to Him. When I die, will you take me way up to the sky? When I die, will you take me down where the devil lies? When I die, will you take me up where the angels fly? When I die, or will you leave me with a halo of flies? When I die, will you take me way up to the sky? When I die, will you take me down where the devil lies? When I die, will you take me up where the angels fly? When I die, or will you leave me with a halo of flies? When I die, will you take me way up to the sky? When I die, will you take me down where the devil lies? When I die, will you take me up where the angels fly? When I die, or will you leave me with a halo of flies? When I die, will you take me way up to the sky? When I die, will you take me down where the devil lies? When I die, will you take me up where the angels fly? When I die, or will you leave me with a halo of flies? Dear Lord, I can't explain all the things that I do. Just know that every single word in this song is true. It's about time I step up and be a fucking man. I got lost along the way, you didn't follow the plan. Please take me as I am. I stood on my own too. And thank you for my girl, God, you know that I owe you. I've been trained to murder people, kill at will. I've sinned more than soldiers in the Vietnamville, but still you hold me close, right by your heart. And I pray that you remember me when Armageddon starts.
When I die, will you take me way up to the sky? When I die, will you take me down where the devil lies? When I die, will you take me up where the angels fly? When I die, or will you leave me with a halo of flies? When I die, will you take me way up to the sky? When I die, will you take me down where the devil lies? When I die, will you take me up where the angels fly? When I die, or will you leave me with a halo of flies?
Keep shut, or you'll get your ass stomped down and get beat up. Watch how niggas creep up, right up on your cheek. What? Rappers better get their security fucking beefed up. Straight up on the dark side, Upper East Park side. Looking for a mark, niggas coming out the archive. Tension so thick, you could cut it with a sharp knife. Not to mention my clique, we starve in the apartheid.
My middle name is fuck that, cause everything is fuck that. I'ma bust first, I bet the niggas won't bust back, cause they be dead, trust that. Nigga killing tough fat. Cops kicking down the door to coke, better flush that. All y'all niggas suspect, don't wanna make me upset. Pockets on full and it still ain't enough yet. I beat your ass in public, niggas better cut checks. I bring it to your face and niggas wanna change the subject. What?
We coming through like what? We coming through like what? We coming through like what? We coming through like what? We coming through like what? We coming through like what? We coming through like what? We coming through like
I'm playing with the chrome piece, waving at your dome piece. Nigga, when it's war, my soldiers don't condone peace. Have you where you can't even walk on your own street. Owe a nigga money, they be running in your home piece. Heat up in the North Face, don't even need a North Face. Screaming fuck the law, keep a gun cause I lost faith. I'm a fucking lost case, forgot about my court case. Bodies in the trunk, we moving coast to cross there.
Nigga on some real shit, I take you on a field trip. Bury you 6 feet, won't have a guilt trip. Do you in real quick, soft as a quill kit. All my guns filled with hollows leave you tilted. Tryna get a meal tip, if I gotta steal shit. I'm out of my mind, or I'm absolutely brilliant. I come with the ill shit that niggas can't deal with. When it's a full moon, that's when sticky fingers kill shit.
We coming through like what? 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 We coming through like what?
Our government has a firm policy not to capitulate to terrorist demands, that no concessions policy remains in force. In spite of the wildly speculative and false stories about arms for hostages and alleged ransom payments, we did not, repeat, did not trade weapons or anything else for hostages. Nor will we.
The ballad of the bullet, some freedom or some bullshit. Will we ever do it big or just keep settling for little shit? We brag on having bread, but none of us are bakers. We all talk having greens, but none of us own acres. If none of us own acres and none of us grow wheat, then who will feed our people when our people need to eat? So it seems our people starve from lack of understanding, cause all we seem to give them is some ballin' and some dancing and some talking about our car and imaginary mansions. We should be indicted for bullshit we inciting. Telling children deaf and pretend that it's exciting. We are advertisements for agony and pain. We exploit the youth, we tell them to join the gang. We tell them dope stories, introduce them to the game. Just like Oliver North introduced us to cocaine in the 80s when them bricks came on military plane.
A few months ago, I told the American people I did not trade arms for hostages. My heart and my best intentions still tell me that's true, but the facts and the evidence tell me it is not.
The end of the Reagan era, I'm like Lemma 12er, old enough to understand the shit had changed forever. They declared the war on drugs, like a war on terror, but what it really did was let the police terrorize whoever. But mostly black boys, but they would call us niggas, and lay us on our belly while they fingers on their triggers. They boots was on our head, they dogs was on our crotches, and they would beat us up if we had diamonds on our watches. And they would take our drugs and monies as they pick our pockets. I guess that's the privilege of policing for some profit. But thanks to Reaganomics, prison turned to profits, cause free labor's the cornerstone of US economics. Cause slavery was abolished unless you are in prison. You think I ambush it and then read the 13th Amendment. Involuntary servitude and slavery it prohibits. That's why they giving drug offenders time in double digits. Ronald Reagan was an actor, not at all a factor, just an employee of the country's real masters. Just like the Bushes, Clinton and Obama, just another talking head telling lies on teleprompters. If you don't believe the theory, then argue with this logic. Why did Reagan and Obama both go after Gaddafi? We invading sovereign soil, going after oil. Taking countries is a hobby, paid for by the oil lobby. Same as in Iraq and Afghanistan. And Ahmadinejad say they coming for Iran. They only love the rich and how they load the poor. If I say any more, they might be at my door. Who the fuck is that? Staring in my window, doing that surveillance on Mr. Michael Render. I'm dropping off the grid before they pump the lid. I leave you with 4 words, I'm glad Reagan dead.
This is music to be murdered by.
In a land where giants sleep, an atrocity mischievously lights dynamite to awake them. The children of the valley grip their slingshots and palms a single smooth pebble. Tired of the brothers' grim life, death narrates at bedtime. We take aim at West Craven, saving our hostility for the best available moment in time to cast out the lies of one swift motion. We are the children of the sun, bronze like baby shoes on your mother's mantle, dressed like b-boys and girls, praise dancing on King David's front line. A defined generation who see dying for Christ as a death divine. And just like the sun we shine, spitting solar flares on open mics. We come from the generation of broken lights and cracked window frames. We walk concrete stained with the names of elementary school peers who appeared safe but tasted a loss of life. Death replaced with the hatred it takes a demon to understand. So we plan for their downfall and pray to God for a strategy for this bloody war.
To embark on a great crusade to stamp out runaway decency in the West. Now you will only be risking your lives.
We await the order to move into the furnace, unafraid of the flames that burn. We will be the angels standing inside with 3 little Hebrew boys. We are in absolute surrender. So when it's time to deploy, we go. No asking where. Dressed in wallabies and white tees, fitted caps and camouflage fatigues. Smelling like the streets of Jerusalem. Looking like the offspring of Ethiopia. Walking with the boldness of Brooklyn. Fists raised high like those up-educated on 35th and Newport. A tribe of Judah with fiery eyes of Emmanuel. We are lyrically dope. So the crowd leans with no need for methadone. Hands sway to the metronome. There will be not one sheep left alone when the shepherd corrals us home. Christ will infest the lives of those who long to be saved from a prophesied stone. When the apocalypse comes, there will be a popular tone. The wicked gonna be talking to stones. Teeth with gnash and mouths with moan. Dark child son.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it.